Hello and welcome to Rivaled Sports Talk, episode 45. We got the usual, we got Jake, and we got me. We also have the fan favorite, Fresh Face Friday, none other than Mr. Jake Lucas,
No.
Dr. Oklahoma Sooner, right there. And he's rocking all the T stuff in the back. So, all right, it's going to be a fun show. We're excited. I know Jake Willis has worked diligently and hard to find some good topics for us today. So, y'all better be on the edge of your seat, ready to hear these, because Jake, take it away. Let's hear what you got for us.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but let's get it. First and foremost, man, NFL schedule got released. It's about freaking time. So the thing that I am kind of upset about is that it's now an 18-week season compared to a 17-week. They added the extra game. I'm not a fan.
Why?
No, man. Like, it's more football, but at the same time, it's more time for injuries.
Dude, if I was a player, I'd be pissed. But I'm not the one that's getting chased by Aaron Donald. So I'm sitting on the couch, eating a couple hot dogs, drinking a cold one with the boys, and watching my Cowboys lose. So I don't care. I love it.
What's new?
Yeah, nothing.
No, but NFL schedule, man. Let's hit with some key games right now. So, Bo, let me start with you. What's two key games you see on the schedule of all the teams right now?
Week one with the Dallas Cowboys started it off against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This game has a lot going on for both teams. Obviously, it's going to be Dak's first game back, and we'll have to start judging Mike McCarthy a lot more strictly now, just because they didn't have necessarily a real off season, and Dak was out for most of the year. So this, they say the first day it's just the tone for the whole relationship, and sometimes that's how it goes for the first game of the season. So if we can go out here, we can beat the Buccaneers on the road. I think we'll be able to get a lot more respect around the league and use that momentum going forward. But the Buccaneers are really good. I think they might be the best defending Super Bowl champion that I can remember. I don't know about you guys. You guys agree with that? It's like on paper, the best defending Super Bowl team roster that I can remember.
Paper, maybe only because they brought all 22 starters back.
Right.
That's the only thing that would get me to say yes. But like you said, man, they didn't really have a good offseason. The draft was so-so.
I don't understand their draft, dude.
I know you didn't like the Kyle Trask pick. I remember you said something in a rival chat right away.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I was like, why? Why Kyle Trask? That didn't make any sense. I mean, I don't know if it was kind of hard that they're like, all right, screw it. You know what I mean? Just
it's like, why not see what they can do?
I think this game is going to be an easy bag secured for the Bucs, in my opinion. All love to the Cowboys, but I just don't think Dak. I think Dak will do good in his first game back, 100%. But they won't get any offense running. They won't have anything. But I feel like Dak's gonna just ball out.
I hope so. I'm excited to see him come back. And then the next one that I got is another Cowboys game. Shocker! It's actually week 4, the end of the September month. Cowboys play the Eagles at home. And for me, I despise the Eagles. Like, I cannot stand anything to do with the Philadelphia Eagles. Like seriously, bro, like I can't, because the Eagles fans, they're crazy, they taunt, they do all this stuff, and they won one Super Bowl and they think they're the greatest thing since sliced bread. Their quarterback's writing books, coaches doing meet and greets. So every time I play the Eagles, I just want to beat them into the ground. I want to shoot them down with a crossbow, while they're flying. So that's, for me, that's kind of more personal, just because I hate the Eagles. So I'm always looking forward to the Cowboys and Eagles. But, two division teams, it's always a dogfight. So
sure.
I think Cowboys, I think they could make some noise in those couple games. I wouldn't be surprised. Obviously, they should beat the Eagles.
Oh, man, if Jalen Hurts balls out like he did at the end of the last year.
He wasn't even good last year.
What do you mean, bro? Jalen Hurts was balling out last year.
Yeah, he was.
I'm going to hold up. I know our friend Luke's on there a little biased, but
I'm not a Sooners fan.
I'm not with Jalen Hurts. I like him, but I didn't like him as a Sooner. Like he wasn't that good,
Yeah.
but because my whole thing was, okay, he's going to fall in the draft pretty far down wherever he's going to go. I mean, he's not going to start right away. So when I saw he's going to Philly, I'm like, okay, well, he'll eventually start like in the coming weeks because, Wentz, he sucks. And he performed a lot better than what I think anyone else expected him to be. So,
I mean, just look at these stats. We got 52% completion percentage. Keep in mind, Tim Tebow has a 47.5 career completion
I mean,
percentage.
he only played like 4 weeks.
4 games, 1-3 record, 6 TDs, 4 INTs. Look, man, like that.
Not kind of things like Colin Kaepernick almost.
Obviously, you should have made a decision like now, but I don't know, man. He's good. He's good. It's just, I mean, look at the stats. It's just kind of be like, yeah, is this gonna be the Eagles guy?
I mean, it kind of sounds like Colin Kaepernick numbers, but
Bro, okay, if we're being honest, Colin Kaepernick was actually pretty good. His last year, he was actually pretty good. Except for
trash.
Yeah. Hey, he's not in the league no more. That'd be like talking about me playing in the NFL. So
yeah. Lucas, man, give me 2 games that you got for the NFL schedule that kind of caught your eye.
Well, I'm kind of looking at it. I kind of wasn't paying attention. Week 1 for the Chiefs. I think that one's gonna be pretty good because I think that one right there is probably the test of the offensive line, the restructure there. I mean, you got Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney, correct? Yeah, he went to the Browns.
Yeah.
I think that because the Browns are not like the Browns anymore. I mean, they're climbing up to be the top dog. So I think that divisional rematch there, I think that one's going to be pretty fun. I think the clash between Trevor Lawrence and Zach Wilson,
ooh,
fun. That one's going to be fun to watch. I think it's going to be kind of interesting to see how Urban Meyer restructures everything down there. So I know it's probably going to take Trevor a little bit. I mean, getting into the big leagues. But I think this was one of the best rookie classes we've had in a while. So I think things are going to get pretty fun this season.
Yeah.
Those are definitely or two.
Were you at all surprised with the Bengals taking a wide receiver compared to an O-line?
No, not really. Like I wanted them to take Sewell because that would have been the smarter one. I think he's the more physical offensive lineman out of the first round. That would have been your best bet. But I know it's kind of like the same thing with Mahomes. They're trying to let the quarterback choose somebody that they want. Maybe that might have not have been the smartest decision. You might have, let them decide because your first round is kind of that's your hit and run there.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase, yeah, great pickup. I mean, do what you will. I mean, I think that whole draft, if you look at it, was basically, okay, let's see if we can just reunite everybody from who they already had.
Right.
They did it in Jacksonville. They did, they did it with Philly. They did it with Miami and Cincinnati. That's all it was. I mean, a lot of them, they weren't really even surprised. It's like, okay, Jalen's going to get reunited to somebody from Bama. Tua is going to get reunited, with a target from Bama. That's that whole first round. That's all it was.
I was surprised when they reunited Travis Etienne with Trevor Lawrence.
I was too, to be honest.
Even though James Robinson just rushed like 1,000 yards as a rookie behind the Jags line. But yeah, no, good for familiarity.
Jacksonville.
You say what, Jake? Sorry.
I said it would have been funny if Najee Harris went to Jacksonville instead of Travis.
Who got Najee Harris? I didn't.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. I don't understand that at all.
Well, James Conner signed a 2-year or a 1-year deal with Arizona, so they were down a running back.
Oh, that's right, he did. Okay, that's right.
Even James Conner, I mean, he wasn't really that good. I mean, he had
he had his one good year after he beat his cancer treatment, which is how good for him, 100%. But yeah, it was wild.
Maybe guys had more tape on him. They were able to kind of know that if you just contain him from the outside, he goes in. I think that's kind of what I saw just based on him. But no, he's still right. Dude, Najee Harris though. Remember when he jumped over that dude in the Ohio State game?
Yeah.
They're getting I think seriously, quote me on this. I think we're looking at Najee Harris being a future first ballot Hall of Famer.
Um,
And I'm talking like
some bleach.
14,000 career rushing yards.
Okay, but yes, that's college though. How can he transition to the NFL?
Bro, he literally jumped over a man. I can't even jump over a fire hydrant.
Well,
I mean,
I'm not gonna make that joke.
But dude, like, no, seriously, I don't know, like running backs and DBs. I don't know about you guys, but I've noticed this the past, 5, 6 years. Running backs and DBs, they always have the greatest transition to the NFL. You can know right away if a running back can play or if a DB can play. Can or can't. Then
right.
with Trent Richardson when the Browns took him, they drafted him and they're like, oh shoot, they sent his booty to Indianapolis and now he's sitting on the couch eating potato chips, watching the games on Sunday. And then you have Marshawn Lattimore, who's the opposite of that. He just created an immediate impact. And then today, the Chiefs traded for Mike Hughes, a former first-round pick for Minnesota that never really got it going. So Minnesota was willing to part ways because they knew they didn't have it. So I think just based on what we saw Najee do in college in the SEC, the best conference, I think that's going to transfer really well to the NFL. And I'm excited to see what he does because I've been watching him for a couple years now.
It will be interesting for sure.
Jake, what are your games? What are your games you're pumped for?
The one that I have is definitely a must-watch in my opinion. It's Brady's return to Foxborough, Week 4, Bucks at Pats. So before we started this, Bo and I were talking about ticket sales, man. Those ticket sales are upward. I think
I saw 1,300 on the low end. That's what I saw from Seat.
on the low end, yes, and on the high end, it was 12 grand on SeatGeek, Ticketmaster, Vivid Seats, whatever. So if you guys are trying to watch a wannabe playoff game, Super Bowl,
Yeah.
go to Foxborough.
And also, if anybody out there listening has an extra ticket, let me know. I'll take care of that for y'all.
Aaron Rodgers, bro. What is the deal with Rodgers? Is this unnecessary drama that the Packers created or that Rodgers created? Or is this just some behind the scenes stuff that we've kind of all been missing and we don't know what's going on?
To me, if you think about it, I think it all started with drafting what's his face?
You don't even remember the name because he doesn't play.
Jordan Love.
Yeah, him, Jordan Love. I mean, think about it. They did the same thing with Brett Favre. Brett Favre went elsewhere.
Yeah, dude. Jake.
So let me ask you this. Does Aaron Rodgers play this year?
Yeah, he'll play for somebody.
Does he play with the Packers? My bad.
No.
That's a tough. I don't know.
Yeah, it's very hard. I was leaning towards him possibly retiring if he doesn't play with the Packers, but now it's more stuff and like quote unquote leaks, even though those are obviously planned coming out. But here's the thing though about drafting Jordan Love. I know Lucas hit on this. I had a friend one time and he had a dog. The dog was getting up there in age, about 10 or 11 years old. Like this dog was like the best dog ever, So then the dog is like still, kicking butt when he's 10 years old. And then they buy like a freaking puppy. And then the dog is like, what the hell are you doing? I'm the dog. And then the puppy just runs around and plays. I'm like, oh, look how cute the puppy is. And they forget about the dude that's been there for like 10, 11 years. And then what did the dog do? It ran away. And the puppy came in. It wasn't a good fit. And they, and they had to give him back to the shelter.
All right.
Maybe that's like a predicting the future thing. I don't know.
So one interesting fact and statistic that I've read is that no Green Bay quarterback has played more than 16 seasons. Bart Starr, 16 seasons. Brett Favre, 16 seasons. Rodgers just finished his 16th season.
Coincidence? Maybe.
I mean, they did sign Blake Bortles, so a 1 year deal. So my second game is if Rodgers plays with Green Bay, is Week 9 Packers at Chiefs. Everybody loves a good throwdown. Rodgers is 2-time MVP.
3-time, baby. Put some respect on it.
I bet. 3-time MVP. Mahomes is MVP. Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl champion. It'll be cool. This should have been the Super Bowl last year, but I won't go there.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, then maybe when they kicked the field goal and just gave Tom the game.
Yeah, for sure. Moving along, man. MLB. So the big sad news where I definitely shed a tear. Albert Pujols got cut, got designated free agent or designated for assignment. Passed waivers, nobody picked him up. He's now an MLB free agent at the age of 42.
41. He might be 42 because he allegedly is 41, but they say that he might be old.
Does he play the rest of the season? Does he get picked up somewhere?
Lucas, you go.
I don't know. I ain't got nothing on that.
I think that I'm pretty sure he's not interested in playing a bench role or playing a role player role. And I know he's not interested in going to the minor leagues. So I think if he wants to play, or if he's going to play, he's going to have to sign somebody, a team that sucks, that's desperate for ticket sales, and that could use a veteran presence in the locker room. And that's why I'm thinking the Pittsburgh Pirates. They got what's his guts? Colin Moran, does he play first or does he play third? I know they like to, they shift around the infield. So shoot, maybe come in, play first. Sign some autographs, get some pictures for the kids, sell some more tickets, make some money for the Pittsburgh organization. They can use that money to, to go and sign Kumar Rocker or Jack Leader to a big time extension in a couple years after they draft him.
So with you saying Pittsburgh, it just to me makes no sense to sign with a National League team.
Wow, because the DH, bro, like I don't want a DH who's batting 198.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, you have, for example, in my opinion, the perfect fit for him is the White Sox. He's reuniting with Tony La Russa. Jose Abreu is now out for a couple days. So, ultimately, yeah. But at the same time, who's their DH?
I don't know, man. I feel like a designated hitter that's batting under the Mendoza line isn't doing very good at being a designated hitter. And then
Right.
he can't play the outfield. You can't play the infield or you can't play the defense well anymore. And plus, I know that you're saying it makes sense to join an AL team with the DH, but I think it's the opposite. I think it makes more sense to sign with an NL team because then I think you'd be able to come off the bench and then be able to get a good matchup against a left-hander late in the game because he's an RBI machine and he's still been doing that. I think he has like 20 RBIs in the year or something like that.
What were you saying about him not wanting to be a role player or a bench player? So why would signing with an NL team coming off in the game?
Yeah, like if they have, because they like to shift around their infield in Pittsburgh. So they have like Moran play third and then Pujols play first. He's 41, so he's going to need, some days off. That's just what happens when you get older. So then I think, he'd be like 75% of the time starting, the other 25% getting ready to get off the bench. Because I think that way he'd get more playing time. And especially because, when you're a DH and you're batting 198, and it's hard because you don't have opportunities in the field to make up for, your lackluster offense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easy to start getting the dugout and start pressing. So I don't know, maybe, or he won't get signed. Maybe he's ready to call it quits. But who knows? What about who do you think he's going to? Jake, you said White Sox.
The White Sox, or I think he's gonna go hometown Royals, man. He's got some ties to Matheny there, and he just loves being around the young atmosphere of players, like for example Mondesi, Nicky Lopez, Merrifield, who's 30, 33, 35, something like that.
Yeah.
But I just feel like he would be an absolute better DH than O'Hearn or McBroom whenever Soler plays the outfield. But at the same time, I don't know if Soler would be a good fit to play everyday right field.
Right. Yeah, no, I think, we've talked about this before, but I've always kind of figured he'd go to the Royals at some point in his career just because he's from the area. But
Right.
it makes sense, I don't know, man. we'll see. It'll be interesting to see who signs him and if he's able to stay out the whole year. Because I remember Jose Batista in his last year, it was ugly. He played for like 3 different teams. So hopefully he doesn't get that same treatment because legends deserve to be treated with respect. Yeah, so that's why I think the Angels did him kind of dirty when they dropped him. But
Yeah,
it's a cold, cold world.
it is a cold, cold world for sure. Now, in other news, the Royals have been sucking. The last 12 games, minus the current game right now, the last 12 games, we are 1-11. George Brett had a simple solution. You don't know what it was?
Did you just say win? Play better? What did he say?
George Brett said try.
Sometimes
Basically, yeah, just don't suck.
Yeah.
Pretty much what he's saying.
Good advice, Georgie.
Pretty much what he's saying.
Well, Lucas, what do you think is going on with the Royals? And if you were in Mike Matheny's shoes, what would be your main focus to try to get them back on the right track?
Fix it. Freaking fix it.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I mean, you literally, you went from being the number 1 team in baseball, and then within less than 24 hours, boom, you went down to 3rd place like that. I mean, how?
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, 4th. Yeah.
It's sad. It's really sad.
Pain.
It's a long season though. We got time to make it up. But they need Soler to play better.
Yeah.
All their players play better.
To play better. They need. I mean, the only guys in the lineup that are really balling right now are Benintendi and Perez. The rest of the guys.
Benintendi's hit or miss though.
Yeah, he leads the team in average now. So.
What is it?
It's just lefty 280. It's just lefties that kind of give him some trouble, but that's not nothing new.
So, moving on just a little bit here, still on the topic of baseball. For the both of you, give me your AL, NL, MVP, and Cy Young, as in way too early prediction. Bo, give me yours. AL, NL.
AL MVP. If Shohei Ohtani is keeping this up and doing it from like both sides, like he's got to be MVP because right now he leads the league with 10 home runs. Well, he's second now to Jose Ramirez, but he has 10 home runs. He has a 2.10 ERA, 2.10. Crazy strikeout machine. I don't get it, man. Like I just can't wrap my head around somebody that is so good at doing both because it's.
So do you have him being the MVP and the Cy Young?
I just have him as MVP, just MVP for Cy Young on the American League side. I think I got to go with Garrett Cole here. He's been off to a really hot start. I like Tyler Glass now too. He's straight nasty. He's straight filth. John Means could be a sleeper maybe.
Yeah, that's who I have.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think Garrett Cole. He's got more of a recipe for success, especially looking back in the past and what he's done.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's it for the AL. Are we doing National League too, or are we just doing AL?
I need Lucas's from MVP. I need your NL.
I got nothing on that.
But I need your NL MVP.
Yeah, so my NL MVP, I mean Ronald Acuna. I mean he's off to a great start for the Atlanta Braves. He's really good. Kind of him and Juan Soto kind of have like a healthy competition. Best younger player in the NL. But it looks like Acuna is off to a better start. But if it's not Acuna, it's Jacob deGrom. He could win MVP, and he's going to win Cy Young. That dude is crazy good.
That's who actually I had for my MVP in the NL as well, was Ronald Acuna.
Yeah.
And my AL MVP was actually Mike Trout. So staying with the Angels there.
Yeah, that Mike Trout.
Could be something nice. And I think both of you and I are on the same page for the NL Cy Young right now.
Right.
Jacob deGrom.
Yeah, everybody knows that. Jacob deGrom, best pitcher in baseball.
Pain, Mo. Pain. Royal slump.
Yeah. Shame.
Stuff, man.
Who knows, man? It's a long season.
It is long.
Right.
You know how it
Got a
goes.
lot.
It's not this
Got a lot.
B bull crap from last year.
The 60 game.
Season don't count. Dodgers need to win a real championship this year. Yeah. LeBron with the Mickey
That's
Mouse.
our Ruben.
Oh.
Lucas,
What's next?
you hear me?
What?
That's our Ruben. Dodgers didn't win a real ring.
Dude, I hate that. I hate that. Dude,
Right?
ring.
Yeah.
I hate that, dude. That's so stupid.
That's actually all I have is a NFL schedule and MLB.
Cool. Easy.
Gentlemen, that is it. Case closed.
Yeah.
You haven't yet, go like, subscribe, share on Facebook, Instagram, Rival Sports Talk on all social media, YouTube. Hit the little bell button up here. Don't miss any episodes. Subscribe. And that's all we got.
All right. See y'all later. Have a good one.
Peace.